Another thing we're going to look at in this experiment is the meaning of percent composition of a mixture. We're going to have you calculate one in the post-lab questions. So a percent composition is basically a list that tells you the components of a mixture and the percent by mass of each one. So let's look at this example calculation. Let's say we had 5 grams of salt and 2.50 grams of sand in our mixture, giving us 7.5 grams total. So how do you calculate the percent sand in the mixture? This again is by mass, percent by mass. So how many grams of salt divided by the grams total times 100. Following our sig fig rules, I need 3 sig figs. I can do a similar calculation for sand. We should notice that these two numbers do add up to 100%. Sometimes they don't quite. Sometimes this last digit can be off due to rounding, especially if there's more than 2 components. But they should come pretty close to 100% because you're telling what's in the mixture, and so if you're telling all the ingredients, they should add up to 100%. So as far as the wording goes, the percent composition of this mixture is 66.7% salt and 33.3% sand. A short list. Okay, let's talk about some tips for this experiment. Of course, you're going to watch significant figures even with all these percents. We follow the sig fig rules. Be sure you record every digit the balance gives you. We're going to be dealing with some pretty small masses, and you'll have probably 3 places past the decimal on some of the masses, and that will affect your results. On this last tip, what I'm really talking about is you want to calculate the percent recovered. This is the overall recover, salt and sand total. Calculate that before you wash your beakers. You'll have 2 beakers at the end, one with sand and one with salt. You'll be heating them to drive off the water. If you don't heat them long enough, your percent recovery will be over 100%. They still have water. So I want you to calculate that before you wash your beakers. And then if it's over 100%, you can just heat them more. Okay, so over 100% overall means that there's extra water there. But if you have over 100% recovery on the sand, that by itself can happen because there may be some salt mixed in with your sand. So that is okay, but the overall should be less than 100.